Hi guys. Be prepared for a week of backtesting reviews because I'm on a backtesting grind again and it's been helping so much. To be completely transparent, I was doing a few backtesting sessions, not before this one, but a few days ago, back when I've been going on about how rough my backtesting has been, just because I've taken such a long break from it. And yeah, I'm definitely getting better. I lost my first backtesting session the last few days. I had like an 100% session win rate, which is like a month-on-month win. But yeah, I dropped down a little bit, but it's all good because it was meant to happen. Anyway, so I just did a backtesting session, and this month taught me a very good lesson, a extremely good lesson, that you guys will see me writing it in my journal every single morning when I do my morning analysis. I'm always saying the market will always present opportunities. And in this backtesting session, I did not follow that. I had an 100% win. I only took 4 trades, but I had like all wins up until here. And then that's when, at this point, I had taken a break from backtesting because I had my little sister in here and she was like talking to me, and I was like, I can't focus. So I stopped backtesting, and then I had dinner, and then I've done like studying and stuff like that. And then I'll come back and I sat down and I've been like, okay, I'm gonna finish this backtesting session off, and immediately I'm like looking for a trade. So you guys will see the setup that I took. Awful, but I'll show you guys the rest of the trades that I took. Obviously, you can see the statistics, which is what I love so much about TradeZella backtesting. I don't know what it's like on FX Replay. I've tried FX Replay. It is good, but I just like that because I like that TradeZella has a journaling tool and I don't have to keep everything in a spreadsheet. It makes journaling so much more intuitive, and I have like a report of like my win rate and all of that stuff already in TradeZella, which is what I love so much. So I was like, okay, well, there's no point in getting both. Like, let me just get one. And yeah, so I'll show you. These are obviously the stats. I'm mostly trading off of a $2,000 account, and I had a P&L after this month of $68. Oh, go away, go away, go away. Out here trying to mess up my video. That's my video that's saved for my gold study session recap. So again, I was trading for $2,000 account, so this is the actual account size that I trade with. I don't see a point in putting a 100k account. Even if I want to get 100k funded, there's no point in me putting a 100k account until I'm actually at that stage. At the moment, I'm trading a live $2,000 account, so that's obviously what I'm going to put in here. But yeah, it was a $78 return, which isn't that great. But I took this one loss that I took was so unnecessary. Like, I'm telling you, you'll see it and you'll be like, what was she thinking? Like, it was so unnecessary. It was awful market conditions and I just was too zoomed in. But yeah, if I didn't have that loss, it would have been a 5% gain, because obviously I'm not too focused on the actual dollar amount that I'm making because it's just a capital thing. But then the percentage is a 3.9% gain on the account, which is okay. But ideally, I want to be sitting between 5 and 10%. Ideally, in a what's it called? In a dream world, or in an ideal world. In an ideal world, yeah, I would like to sit between 5 and 10% on month on month, like averaging. And then obviously, as I increase my risks, I want to increase it to 2% at some point. Then I can get it to like average out around about 10, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I have in the past though, so that's how I know that I can. And then my trade win percentage was 75%. I took 4 trades. I took 1 loss. Obviously, we're green overall. Max drawdown is this. I don't really understand that. Yeah. But anyway, let's have a look. I was just taking very quick. Okay. I was just taking very quick 1-to-1 setups, and I usually do that. Some people might disagree. I like taking 1-to-1s, or like close to 1-to-1 or 1-to-1.5, just until I grow my confidence in lowering my stop loss size. But yeah, I'm happy with it so far. But yeah, maybe I can hold for a little bit longer, but we'll see. There's not really much I can tell you guys from here. Yeah, so what was the max that we hit? It was close to 100, so that was close to 5%. It would have been 4.8% or something. yeah, draw down $20. I was risking $20, so makes sense. And yeah, we'll break down the individual trades that I took because I do believe I did journal. I didn't do my full journal that I usually do because it doesn't come up with the template straight away like it does for me. But anyway, yeah. So we netted $50 on this one, which is really good. That's a what? Like a 1 to 1.5 RR. Yeah, I didn't know all of that. I really should have. Where is it on the chart? Okay, I don't know where it is on the chart. That's fun. Anyway, that's fine because I did journal it. Hold on. If I can just... Okay, thank you. Okay. So this was... Oh, that's so good. We didn't get into drawdown this whole trade. This is what I mean. Like when a setup is clear, like it's literally just like straight to TP. I could have held to $60, but I ended up taking it out at 56, which I know why. I took it out at the consecutive red candles, because sometimes I know this about myself. Sometimes I can hold for too long, and I can get like a big burst of like hope when I see a candle like running towards break even. So I just took the rest of my trade out once I saw those red candles, because especially we were out of session, so it just didn't really make sense. Okay, so it was the second ICC setup. So price bounced off of the original breakout, but then it took off. I took it off on the 1 hour wick high, but 50-minute high. So what am I saying? Took it over the momentum level. Oh, I think I can see what I'm saying. Okay, so we can see that price made an indication here. It made a correction and it made like a semi-continuation, but it didn't reach the high. So once I could see price started ranging here and turning around, there's a lot of market structure in here to base a trade off of, which was really good. And it happened at the perfect time because obviously this is London, and then London between New York, it was accumulating, and you could get a good amount of market structure. You could see price broke the high, broke the low, and then it broke the high, and it started making very clear market structure. You can see it's literally a high, low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low. And then once price broke above that high, because it was above this momentum level, I felt confident taking it off of that breakout instead of taking it off a retrace. Because sometimes what I'll do is I'll wait for price to go up and then retrace back again. But I just took it straight off of this breakout of this breaker structure. I just used these. I counted these wicks as like outliers because they're just massive wicks. But it goes to show the momentum of buyers at this level. So yeah, I ended up taking a trade here, and then I put my stop loss below the level below the previous low, and then I targeted this original indication level. It looks like I targeted a little bit below, but I ended up taking it out on this big candle here, and I took out 50% of my position, and then I held it, and then I closed after these consecutive green candles. So yeah, that was that trade. Happy about that trade. I can't wait to show you guys the bad trade that I did. It was so awful. Okay, we entered off at the breakout candle of structure on the correction, but should have entered earlier at the original break of the level because price made a lower high, so the higher high should have been okay. Took partials at my level, but then took the rest off at a massive rejection candle, which I assume is this one, which is probably why I didn't net too much from this one. How much? Yeah, $20 on the dot. Because even though I held, I got such a big rejection candle. Like, let's actually look at the P&L. Oh, we did go on a little bit of drawdown here, but I think I entered a little bit too early. I feel like maybe I could have entered a little bit later. Hold on, where are my arrows? Okay. And where are the session indicators? I'm not going to fuss around with everything right now, but okay, we can see. Okay, no, I think I did take it at a good time because it was New York session. Looking hindsight, maybe I could have taken it out of the breaker structure here, and I think that's what I was talking about in my notes. Let's scroll back down to my notes. Should have entered off with the breakout candle. So I think I'm talking about this candle. I might know this one here. I'm talking about this one right here because you can see that price has made a higher low, a very, very clear higher low, and it's broken above that high and it's above the level. So I could have entered off with a breakout candle of structure on the correction, but I should have entered off at the original break of the level because price made a low high. So the higher high should have been okay for me to take it at, like to take an entry. So I would have entered here, and then that would have been like a 1 to 2, 1 to 2.5 or something. But yeah, then I took partials at my level, but then took the rest off at a massive rejection candle. So was that rejection candle? Yes, that was a good indication to sell because look, it just dropped and then it just continued to drop, and it's actually changed directions almost of the trend until the next session open. It's always hard holding through overnight just because like I've just noticed like price moves are not very good. Okay, this one we got $22. Where did I take it out? Okay, so I held through this a lot of consolidation after I entered my position, and then it just skyrocketed. So I think I remember this one because I think I remember. Let's just read through the notes first. Oh, look at how long I held that for. The partials. I did not need to hold it for that long. That's just me being greedy, no? That's me being greedy. See, that's what I'm telling you. I'm self-aware. Like, I should have been more self-aware and, like, not done that again. But, yeah, wait, hold on. There's a lot going on here. Okay, definitely more of a risky setup. Price got to the original indication level, but then it made a massive move to the upside out of session. So I was just finding an entry on the lower time frame that would make sense for my RR. But when I could see, okay, the price is definitely moving bullish because overall there were some choppy areas. Okay, yeah, I understand what I mean. So this must be the higher time frame chart. Price has made this indication here. It's made this correction, and then it pushed back above this level and had massive momentum overnight. So I couldn't have taken a trade once price got. I could have taken a trade over here, but that would have been stupid. Like that would have been dumb because we don't know if price is making a lower high here, and we only knew out of session that it made a higher low. So then it made that high out of session. So then once Asia was open, because I don't trade this because I'm asleep. Like I can't take these trades in real life, so it doesn't make sense to me trading in the after New York session. But yeah, and then Asia opened, and then I could see, okay, price is definitely moving bullish. It broke past this high. There was a few rejections at this level, so I'd marked that out. And yeah, price broke that high. It made a higher low. What I think I could have done, I was gonna say I could have entered at the retrace with that like green candle here. I could have entered a bit earlier based off of that higher low because we can see that price is making higher lows and it's just broken a high and done a retrace. So that's probably an example where I could have done a retrace trade, or I could have straight taken a trade after this higher high was made. But I feel like it's always difficult when it's like makes a higher high and there's not very good R to R. I could have sat out of this trade overall because it was already pretty much 50% of the way to my level that I wanted to take the trade at. So I definitely could have just not taking the trade, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really feel like, I just feel like that's not necessary, and I feel like it's Asia session, like market always presents opportunities. I didn't need to take that, even though it was a win. Like it was a win at the end of the day, but I don't think that was necessary. And look, it looks like I low-key got FOMO here because price made a massive move in my direction. We got a clean retrace, but still, yeah, that definitely could have been FOMO. I don't think it was because I'm usually pretty okay with FOMO, but I definitely would have seen that go into my direction and be like, oh, I want to get in. That's probably what I was thinking. So I don't think I should have taken that trade. Even though price obviously went straight into my direction, it was still so choppy until London opened. So yeah, I don't know. Let's have a look at the chart. See if I can actually mark out the levels. Okay, so what I could have done was I could have marked out this high. And then I could have taken... Could I have even taken anything? I mean, it's fine if I can't take anything. Indication, correction. We wouldn't have gotten an indication. We could have gotten a continuation here, but we would have obviously lost that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad I didn't take that other trade, like the indication off of here. But yeah, I mean, it was a profit, but I don't know how happy I am about that trade. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just feel a little bit unhappy because it's so far into, because obviously it's supposed to be indication correction and then buy just above this level, but look, I'm buying like even more than 50% of the way through. So anyway, that's maybe not the best trade. I'll do a video at some point of me actually like sitting in these sessions, but just because I got home from work, I just went straight onto backtesting. I had my family around me, so I was just like, let me just actually just backtest. Like it, yeah. I just wanted to backtest and get better. But I will definitely record a video doing it like live time so you guys can see how I'm entering into the trades. Look at this, guys. Yeah. Yup. Yeah, I was gonna say there's no notes, but there is bad market conditions, and I should have recognized that on the high time frame hour, that 1 hour chart. Yeah, why was I entering this trade? I don't know. Like, I honestly couldn't tell you. I mean, I can tell you definitely, but I don't think I needed to take this trade. I definitely don't think I did. So what I'm gonna say is it would have been this high that price broke out of. It probably would have been around about here that my level was marked out. And then I would have seen price come above this level. It obviously shot up quite far. And then I would have seen this consolidation with no structure, price reject, and then consolidation. And then I saw, okay, it's forming highs. And then I saw a drop. And then as soon as it broke, I was like, okay, let's wait for the retrace. Got the retrace, got the confirmation of it there. So I was just waiting for way too long. And then I entered here. And then as you can see, we got a little bit and then nothing. A little bit and then literally nothing. And I mean, this is what I was looking at. And look, if I'm looking at this, like, it's not the worst trade in the world. Like, it's not the worst trade in the world, but that's why you need to look at your 1 hour and like just look at the market conditions. Like, that's such a big spike. There was no structure on the retrace. It just plummeted. So that should have given me an indication like, oh, okay, there's quite a lot of sellers. I didn't have the volume on as well. So let me take that off before I start using that as confluences, because I didn't use them as confluences in the chart. But yeah, there was no structure on this retrace, and there wasn't really a retracement here. It just kind of consolidated. And even when you look after, it's just really bad price action. So I don't know, I should have definitely taken into consideration the market structure aspect. Price wasn't moving in like waves like trends usually do. It was kind of just dropping, consolidating, going up, consolidating, dropping, consolidating, going up. Gosh, that was really loud. I kicked something by accident. But yeah, I really hated this trade. Not just because I lost, but just because I didn't zoom out and have a look. Because yeah, I feel like it's supposed to be like, I forgot I had this drawing tool. It's supposed to be like this. Not like this. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. But anyway, that's my backtesting recap. I'm not sure. I feel like maybe in future I would love to show you guys like the actual entry criteria more, and get some more screenshots on different time frames, like the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 15 and the 5. Maybe I'll make a separate journaling template just so that I can show you guys a lot easier, and that way I'm not yapping away and you guys are actually just getting like, okay, why did she enter, why did she exit, did it work, did it not, what could she improve. So I'll probably make a template like that in the future. But other than that, this is my first backtesting session recap on this channel. So let me know what you think, and I will see you guys later today, if not tomorrow.